Welcome to Stress Out, Stress Free. Today, we are going to be doing a Q&A today. So, if you haven't met yet, my name is Vincent Woon. We help people like you stay stress free by changing one habit at a time. All right. Okay. Today, we'll be able to track that down and answer your question. Cool. All right. So, if you're new here, just say hi so we can, who you are. And of course, don't worry. Let us know where you're watching from. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Look at the chat. See if there's any questions. If you want, you can also go to YouTube at Stress Out, Stress Free, and then you see us live there too. Okay. Or if you're watching from YouTube, if you're watching from Facebook, but let me know you're watching from Facebook, which group it is, Stress Out, Stress Free, Vincent Woon, or Stress Out, Stress Free Live. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's start. We are done with that. Okay. Make sure if you new, you say hi to us, and so we can welcome you properly. Okay? All right. As you know, it is summertime, right? So you don't forget to put your questions in the chat so I can we can answer your question. Okay. All right. Let me just do this. Let's check and see if there's any questions. All right. Let me look at the chat. All right. So far, no question yet. Okay, no problem. All right. If you just happen to jump in, just put your question there, and we'll be fine. I'll be happy to answer it. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Today, I'm going to touch on. One second. Okay. I'm going to touch on a little bit because this is summertime. Today we're going to talk about heat prevention. And what happened was, I went 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah. 2 weeks ago, we went up to Boston to take a break, Went back to Boston to take a break, and, so the funniest thing is that my daughter haven't been to Boston, so we took that weekend off and went up to Boston. And what do you think? It was the hottest day of the whole summer. We went up to about close to 100 degrees. It's 98, so it was so hot. The first day was fine, but then the first day was bearable. It was like in the 80s, and then next thing you know, the Sunday was like so hot. So anyways, all right. So what happened was, we did some, of course, sightseeing and stuff, and then on the Sunday we went to where did we go? We went to Bay Bank or somewhere on the other side, and then they went with the North End, something like that. I don't even know. First time my daughter was navigating, so it was we let her navigate, and then. And so let her be the director. All right. So what happened was, we went out to get some cannolis, and next thing you know is that the cannolis itself was melting. And we also have my son told me there's a good Boston cream there, and we went to have Boston cream, and the Boston cream melted. Anyways, okay, all right. So how do you handle the heat, right? What do you do when if it's too hot out there? How do you, let me know, put in the chat, let me know, how do you do prevent heat prevention, basically. All right. So first thing first, of course, if you must go out, right? If you must go out, make sure you wear some light and loose clothes, make sure, they're loose fitting, so it's when you sweat and stuff, it's there's something for you to air out, right? Okay. So the best thing is stay indoor, right? Stay indoor where you have the AC on, have the fan on, and make sure with the fan you just have to make sure that you are comfortable, and make sure the temperature is not too high, and that way you have to prevent heat related illness, like make sure if it's too hot and you only have a fan, go take a cold shower to cool your body down, so that you maintain your body temperature, right? So most people do, you stay home, turn on the AC. If you don't have AC, use the fan, right? So let's say no AC. What else can you do? What else can you do to prevent heat to prevent overheat? What else can you do? All right. Okay. Good. You can also go to shopping malls. Yeah. But a lot of kids will go to libraries and stuff, because during summer here in America, we have like summer programs in the libraries and stuff. So they have like sometimes they have magic show, they have reading competition, and a lot of activities in the library. So you can just go to the library and check out what do whatever the activities they have there. So okay, all right. So make sure you are in a cool place. Do not what do you call it? Do not stay inside when the temperature is too hot, and make sure you take a shower if you don't have cool your body down. Okay. So if you go outside, make sure you schedule your outdoor activities properly. Make sure that when it's do the activities when it's coolest. Do it early in the morning, or late in the evening. So, or you go out under the shady place that's covered, so that you will not get overheated, right? Okay. So if you exercise, make sure you if you exercise, make sure you are in a you take your time. Don't over exaggerate yourself, over exercise, because then that way you're gonna get overheated, and then you're gonna get serious pain, or probably you're gonna end up gasping for breath. And if you're at that stage, please make sure you stop. If not, and if you feel like lightheaded and get confused or weak, make sure you stop. You don't want to faint, right? Okay. All right. So if you go outside, right? A lot of people nowadays, like my daughter was like, "Can you get me one of these?" Oops, wrong side. Let me just pull it away. Can you get me one of these? This is like the Miss. Let me add bigger here. All right. Second. Okay. All right. Can you get me one of these? It's like this is like the Miss fan. When you go out to theme park, like Disney World, Six Flags, and also Legoland and stuff. A lot of people carry this, right? Because it's hot. Yeah. And then and she wants that one place. I forgot where was that. We went to Target or something. I saw something in there. She's like, "Nah, I don't want that." Why? Because she have in mind like this one of these. She watches the Korean drama. So all these actors and stuff, all these Korean kids, they were using one of these. So I want that one. And too bad we couldn't find it. So so if you want, I can put a link down there, down in the description. Okay. All right. And so if you don't have, if you need, kids need to go out, right? You live in a house, this is the best one you can do. You can get a sprinkler and just turn it on. Make sure you put it underneath the shade, and and that will be the best thing. You sprinkle and then get them wet, and then make sure they're in the shade and just to cool them down, right? Or what you can do is over here by New York, actually it's in Jersey, we have a place called American Dream. American Dream is like it's a big, huge complex, right? So what they do is they have shopping malls and also water parks, rides and stuff. So it's I think summertime they do skiing in there too. I'm not sure because I haven't been there yet. So big, and it's similar to the Mall of America in Minnesota. That one I've been there. So it's like a must-do thing when you are in Minnesota. So I went there for training many years ago, and it's pretty cool. Everything is in there. You can get a ride, can get food, can go shopping, can do anything and everything. So it's pretty cool. So that's indoor. So it's nice so you can stay inside, right? So and also, if you like shopping or take the kids to the mall, or go to a movie or something to cool you down, or just go window shopping at the mall and to enjoy the AC there. Okay, let me just go look at the chat. Hey, Steel. He was laughing on one of my stuff. Oh, the sprinkler, right? Yep, you have seen those. Yep. All right. A girl on the commercial had it. Oh, I didn't know that. Which one? The fan, right? Yeah. Yeah. They this nowadays with the Korean drama, everybody wants to follow them. The big one is expensive. Yep. That's why. Yeah. I think the one my daughter won was like $30. Like crazy, And $30 can get I can get a real fan, right? Anyways. Yeah. So, $30 I can get a real fan. Okay. All right. So next thing is like, if you really need to go out, make sure you wear sunscreen, Make sure, sunburn affects your body, and and also the ability to cool down, okay? So if you're outdoor, make sure you have protection, wear sunscreen, wear sunglasses, prevent the heat. And also, make sure SP15. They suggest SP15, but nowadays we use like maybe SPF 50 and up, right? Yeah. Okay. So just that's a suggestion saying that when you look for sunscreen, there's something that says broad spectrum or UVA or UVB protection. Okay, make sure those are get those. So it's one of the best thing. Okay, very important if you are parents. Okay, make sure you don't leave your kids in the car. Why? Because the car can get very hot very fast. So even you have the door open or not door open, the window open, or you crack open the window, right? Still, any parked car, you have with children inside, you're gonna have a risk of stroke and dying too. I think a couple of years here in America, we had somebody that left the kids in the car, and the kid died, and I think the mom had to go to jail or something. So so never leave a pet, a kid, infant in a parked car. All right, even though the window is open. Okay, always they suggest that you remind yourself. Put a stuffed animal in the car seat. When you put your kid in there, put the stuffed animal in front, so you can okay, there's a stuffed animal there. Make sure you take your kid so you can put the stuffed animal on the car seat when you leave, right? Okay. So those are the little stuff that the minor stuff, but most important stuff you have to do to check, right? So I see this year is a little different, right? Still, is that like even in up in Canada, is it like pretty hot over there too, right? I know you guys were having rain earlier last few months, but yes, it's the springtime, it's still raining. But then, right now, this summer is pretty hot, right? Yeah. So, and last few weeks been getting weird. It's getting harder and harder. And this week is pretty hot too. So it's in the 80s and 90s too. Usually summertime is pretty hot, but humid. But nowadays it's hot. So, anyways, so make sure you avoid touching any heavy metal. Okay, hot heavy metal. Make sure you stay away from them because metal heats up very fast, and sometimes you're gonna burn yourself, right? Okay, so avoid hot and heavy meals too. This will add heat to your body. Okay, of course, like summertime, you may be doing some gazpacho, cool soup, right? Some cool potato leg, instead of like hot French onion soup or hot chowder or hot cream or broccoli or something, right? So yeah, you need to stay hydrated. How do you stay hydrated? How do you stay hydrated? Make sure you drink plenty of fluids, right? If you do a lot of activities or you don't do activities, make sure you drink a lot of water, because why? You sweat everything out. Sometimes it's too hot. You need to cool your body too, right? So one thing, stop drinking sugary or alcoholic drinks. Why? Because that's going to lose your body fluid more. That's going to make you lose more body fluid. And you can also avoid very cold drinks, because it can cause like stomach cramps and stuff. Okay, and we were told to just replace. One second. Let me just look at something. Okay, replace the your body with mineral water, like that's that, because when you sweat, right, you remove sweat and stuff. But if you, like me, have high blood pressure, make sure you check with the doctor first. And there are some drinks that you can there are some drinks that are probably less salt or low sodium. Okay, so make sure if you are diabetic or have blood pressure, make sure you check with doctor. Okay, all right. Also, always, if you have pets, right, keep your pets hydrated. Of course, plenty of fresh water. And what we do, I have cats, and what we do is we have a water fountain, kind of like a base. It's about a container this big, and then the water comes out like a fountain. There's a head there, that water flows down, so it looks like a water fountain kind of. So and our cats drinks a lot of water, so which is good. I have to change the inner lining every 2 days, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, just so make sure that you and your pets, your dogs and stuff, make sure that they have lots of water to drink, because summertime is hot. And it's funny because talking about pets, right? My brother had a Bichon. I forgot what's the Bichon, the one with the big head, and his name is Gohan, and he's very afraid of heat, because he has a lot of hair too. So every time if he comes over, if it's too hot, he needs to have the fan on, and every time in the car we have to just point the AC towards him. So if he's just make sure you keep your dog's cool and hydrated, right? Okay. So we talk about the pets and stuff. Okay, so we need to stay informed. Make sure you check with updates, check the weather forecast, and make sure that look for extreme heat and safety tips and stuff. To cool your area down. Make sure you're in the shelter, right? Okay. All right. What else? Okay. Well, yeah. Also, know the signs and symptoms of heat-related illness. How to treat them. Use a buddy system. When is working in the heat. Monitor the condition of your co-worker, and sometimes even the outing, or exercise, make sure you check with them, make sure they're not confused or they lose conscious or something. If they're 65 years and older, make sure have a friend or relative call or check on them twice a day during the heat wave. And of course, have someone in the age group to check on them at least twice a day, right? Okay. All right. Also, monitor those at high risk. Okay, like people like infant and young children. Of course, we mentioned earlier the 65 years and older. Drinking mugicha is a Japanese tea. Koreans have the same thing too, I believe. Is barley tea, so it's pretty cool. It tastes very good. It's good. It's a summer tea. So yeah. All right. So where are we? We talk about people over 65 and people who are overweight too. You have to make sure they not overheated and not overheated. Don't feel hot. I mean, not how do I say it? Overweight people feel hot easily, so make sure you check on them, okay? And also make sure, as I mentioned earlier, don't assert yourself too much during exercise. Yeah, if you're physically ill, especially if you have heart disease, blood pressure, and those who take certain medications such as depression, insomnia, and poor circulation, make sure you check on them. Okay. All right. So basically, that's what we I have to share with you with how to prevent heat. If you have any questions, still you have any questions, please put in the chat. Let me know. How have you been doing? We haven't seen you for a while, right? Still. Okay. If you have any questions, please put it down. Even though you were watching in. Even though you're watching in, Steve is watching from Facebook too. Cool. All right. Even though you are watching in the Facebook, just put the question down. I'll be able to see it here. So let me know. Okay. All right. Come on. If anybody have any questions, anybody have anything about stress, let me know. All right. Yeah. So just to let you know, I've been swimming a lot lately, especially, I try to swim as much as possible, and it's helping. It's pretty good. And what happened was I have to do some stress tests because of my heart, and so I went to do a stress test, right? And thank God that during the stress, right? I think I mentioned this earlier before, but anyways, I'm going to mention it again. During the stress test, you have to do 3 intervals. You have to get your heart rate up to your max level of your weight and your height, right? So so I was doing that, and then thank God, with the swimming, it helps a lot with help with my stamina and stuff. I did 10.05 or 3.5, something like that. I forgot, but it was a month or so ago. So yeah. So and then right now the doctor said, you in good condition. Let's make sure that there's no more clogging and stuff like that in the heart. So in the arteries, So yeah. So swimming is good for you because it helps work on all the muscles, and it's good too for summertime. All you get is like the tan, nice tan, right? Get some sun, get some vitamin D, okay, and also you get the swimming because it helps work every part of your muscles, every part of your body. So it's a good thing to do. Except you get a stretch, you get a color. What I have a off tan at the back. Let me just show you. You see it at the back here, like right here. So because what I do is I do a lot of breaststroke, and then so I put my head like this. I put my head this way, and then go down, up, down, up, down. So on the neck part, sometimes you get some sun, and sometimes you don't get any sun. Anyways, okay, all right. Since there's no question because I've been away for too long, right? Okay, so since there's any question, if you're watching, please put the question in the chat so we know you have some questions, and if not, I see you in the next video. Okay, all right. So if you like this video, or if you like this video, please share with someone you know, and you want to support us, you can always go to buymeacoffee.com/Vincent Woon, or I will put the chat up here. I will put the chat up here. I put the link up here, or you can check the link in the description below, and that's how you can support us. Or you can always go to Press and Sew Backend Stress Out Stress Free to check out our merchandise and stuff. Okay, all right. And also I'm gonna put it the link up here too, so you can check up here, or same thing again, check in the description below, and they're all down there to shop for the merchandise. Okay, all right. So I thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to stay stress-free by changing one habit at a time, and I see you in the next video. You can always check it out at Stress Out Stress Free in Facebook, Stress Out Stress Free in Instagram, and Vincent Woon at Twitter, and also in LinkedIn. All right. And if you want to contact me, you can always put the chat below, or you can go to Stress Out Stress Free, messenger me, and I'll be definitely happy to answer. And don't forget to check out these videos here, right? That will pop out after the fact. All right. See you in